Welcome, everybody, to Mitch Park. We are playing today in the Mitch Park Halloween Bash. Although, we may be the only ones dressed up for this particular game. We've seen a couple of tutus around, but we won the costume contest last week in Hera. So you'll see some remnants of the clowns on the field today. Wildcats are facing off against the Athletics. Athletics come in with a record of 4-4. Wildcats this week 4-9. These games are 55 minutes drop-dead pool play games. So what that means is after 55 minutes has expired, the game is over, no matter who's batting, no matter who's hitting, no matter who's home. Literally does not matter. It drops dead. Game over after 55 minutes. Started, I believe, around 9:56 this morning. Wildcats are going to play this game right now, and then they'll come back at 12:15. There should probably be a game in between us on this field. We think we're going to probably stay on this field. And then we'll come back at 12:15 and play our second pool play game of the day. Games today, pool play games, bracket games will start tomorrow. Nice day here today at Mitch Park. I believe we got both of the broadcasts going, so you can watch us on Game Changer. You can watch us on YouTube as well, so we're excited about that. It's about 55 right now, looking for a high today of 75. Should see lots of sunshine today. Tomorrow, it's going to be another warm day with lots of sunshine. High of 82 expected. Tonight, going to dip down into the upper 40s, so it will be a little chilly. It was a little chilly when we got out here this morning, so some of the girls wearing their sleeves. Then for your Monday, windy once again. My stupid Halloween decorations have taken a beating from the wind this year. Just a total beating. Camaro's going to start things off for us for the Athletics. Athletics the visiting team right now, but as we mentioned, it doesn't truly matter. You just still flip the coin at the front. Stella Malwick in the circle today for the Wildcats. First pitch on the way to Camaro. She slings that one back over, and Kyler Taylor makes a running catch to get out number one. This brings up Easton for the Athletics. Pitch on the way to Easton. That one's too low for a ball. Payson missing from the lineup today. She's sick, so we'll be thinking about her and hoping she gets better. Can join us tomorrow. Ball 2 goes by. Has a high temperature, has been pretty sick this week, so thinking about Payson today and hoping she gets to feeling better. So the Wildcats with 10 players today. Pitch on the way here to Easton. She'll pop that one up to Sadie Lanier, who makes the pop fly catch for out number 2. That brings up Olivia for the Athletics. Olivia, the first lefty batter we've seen today for the Athletics team. 2 outs. Outside pitch called for a ball. Pitch on the way here to Olivia. It's too high for ball 2. Stella Malwick in the circle for the Wildcats. Pitch on the way here to Olivia. That one's called strike 1. Should shape out to be a pretty nice warm day. A little bit chilly right now. Ball hit over to Elena Driscoll, who makes the out. So the Wildcats on top defensively so far today. 3 up, 3 down. So now they get a chance to bat. Lineup today will be Kyler Taylor, Crossley Marple, Kinsley Johnson, followed by Peyton Johnson, Hadley French, Elena Driscoll, Corey Burson, Stella Malwick, Sadie Lanier and Devin Poff will round things off for the Wildcats. So far, so good. 3 up, 3 down. Wildcats going to see if they can turn their bats on today. Pitching for the Athletics will be Brookley. Some of the Athletics have green hair. We figured they saw the clowns and did a little spray paint job. Some of the clown stuff's still on. Some of it has been removed. Crossley had her space buns in earlier, but those do not work with a batting helmet or a face mask, so we took those down. Got a pretty cool picture with the Wildcats dressed up in their Halloween garb last week, so still feeling solid on the Halloweening. Trick-or-treat day in Oklahoma City, I believe, happening on Thursday of this week. So Kyler Taylor's going to start things off for the Wildcats. Take a couple of more warm-up pitches here. We went and watched UCO play last night. They won a couple over Rose State of Midwest Del City. Did you say Midwest City or they're from Midwest City? Where is Rose State? I don't know. It's a pretty night to watch softball last night for sure. So Kyler Taylor going to lead things off for the Wildcats. Mitch Park Halloween Bash this weekend. Wildcats play this first pool play game, and then they will follow up with a 12:15 game a little bit later. I'm sure that'll be after some Johnny freezes. Too high for ball number 1 to Taylor. That one's too high for ball 2 to Taylor. Pitch number 3 on the way. Popped up, should fall in for a base hit, and it does. So Kyler doing her job. Base hit number 1. Here comes Crossley Marple for the Wildcats. So Taylor there on first. Marple up to bat. First pitch on the way. That one's too high for a ball. Taylor takes off. Arrives in plenty of time as they miss the throw. Now goes by the pitcher, so Taylor will go ahead and round up on 3. Marple steps back in to get ready. Too high for ball 2. That one's too high for ball 3 to Marple. 3-0 count here.
There you go, babe.
Ball 4 and Marple takes a walk. Here comes KJ Kinsley Johnson for the Wildcats. Call time real quick to go talk it over with the pitcher. Shout out to Stillman. He's not here this weekend. Also referred to as the loud man. I've heard him referred to as. But he's listening to us this morning, so he's being loud, just not really at this field right now. So KJ's going to step in and get ready. Runners on second and third for the Wildcats as Crossley went ahead and took two. Outside pitch called for a ball. Foul tips that one. 1-1 to count to KJ. Part of her tutu. She hit off part of her tutu there. So 1-1 the count to KJ. 2 on. Cross back there on 2. Taylor on third. Outside pitch. Ball 2. That one's way too high above her head and backwards for ball 3. That's only 3. That's only 3. PJ's getting all over. That's out. She's like, man, it's only 3. Give me a minute. 3-1 the count here to KJ. She'll swing and miss that one. Full count now here to KJ. Ball 4, and KJ will take a walk. Oh, she got hit? Okay, hit by a pitch. Here comes Peyton Johnson. We're going to have a pitching change. All ready for the Athletics. So Brookley's leaving, and I believe So I believe this is Victoria. It's going to be pitching now for the Athletics. This is Victoria pitching. Athletics come in with a record of 4-4. Wildcats come in with a record of 4-9. First game of pool play here today at the Mitch Park Halloween Bash. Wildcats played last week at TNT in Hera. Won the Halloween costume contest as the clowns. Had all kinds of clowns. We had creepy clowns. We had happy clowns. Scary clowns. So the 8s will face off against each other when PJ gets back. All right, looks like we're ready to get back here. Only had 3 batters. They've already switched out their pitcher. So Peyton Johnson will step in and get ready. Inside pitch called for a ball. Kyler thinks about it, but decides she'll truck on back to third. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 the count here to PJ. Outside pitch called for a ball. 2-1 the count here to Peyton. Outside pitch for ball 3. Outside pitch way too high for ball 4, and PJ will take a walk. Here comes Hadley French for the Wildcats.
There you go, Hadley.
So Hadley will step in and get ready with the bases loaded. That one's too high for a ball. This time, so walk's as good as a hit as we walk a run in. Outside pitch for ball 2. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Two on the count here to Hadley French.
There you go, Hadley.
Bunt attempt, beautiful bunt, will go all the way to first. Looks like Hadley's out, but she gets an RBI out of the deal. So nice bunt laid down by Hadley French.
Good job, Hadley. There you go, Lena. You got it.
So Driscoll steps in to get ready. Runners on second and third for the Wildcats. Wildcats with 2 as Marple and Taylor score. And just 1 out. So Driscoll going to step out, get ready, step back in. Wildcats with 1 out, they're on top 2-0, ball way too high. Outside pitch for ball 2. Driscoll steps back in to get ready. That one's too high for ball 4, and Elena takes a walk. So now bases loaded here for Corey Burson. Swing and a miss for strike 1 to Corey. 1 out, 2-0 the score. Wildcats playing in the Mitch Park Halloween Bash. Strike 2 call.
There you go, Corey.
Hey, battle up. Scoot up to the plate. Choke up. Put it in play. Let's go, babe. Do a job.
Pitch on the way. Too high for a ball to Burson.
Hey, straight to it. Back to the ball. Anything in play right here, babe.
Strike 3 call. So out number 2 for the Wildcats. That brings up Stella Malwick.
There you go, Stella.
With 2 outs and the bases loaded once again. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Strike 2 call. Wildcats on top here 2-0. 2 outs, bases loaded. Versus the Athletics here today. 55-minute games. Game started at 9:56, maybe 55. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 3. So the Athletics will come back with their chance to bat. The Victoria, the pitcher, will lead off. Halloween Bash. Since it is Halloween.
No, it's next week.
Next Thursday, I believe, is Halloween. But the Friday Farm Funny was. You guys ready? Why don't ghosts? No. Why don't monsters eat ghosts? Why don't monsters eat ghosts? Well, because they taste like sheet. So, so there you go. What was the Dracula one? Oh, yeah, that was, what was it? What happens? I forgot that one. It was about Dracula. Why does Dracula have to take medicine? Because he keeps coughing, right? Coughing? I don't know. Why? I mean, yeah, I've got so much to fill here. What's a vampire's favorite fruit? Nectarines. I mean, I could go all day, folks, but I'll spare you. I mean, I probably won't. I'll probably come up with some more as the day goes on. I mean, I have a whole nother game to fill, right? And the world is my oyster when it comes to Halloween jokes, so I'm ready. Wildcats will play once again at 12:15. Looks like the two fields back behind us here at Mitch Park are baseball. So they got 2 fields full of softball, 2 fields full of baseball. There's a giant hippo in Christmas lights at the front. It gives you something to look at as you go to the bathroom. That's about the only excitement I've seen at the bathroom so far, which is probably for the best, if we're being honest. You don't want any excitement in the bathroom. Wildcats lead 2-0. Come back and get ready here. So as we go back, Victoria going to lead off for the Athletics. Ball hard hit between shortstop and third base for a base hit. That brings up Brookley. She started off as the pitcher for the Athletics. They swapped out after 3 batters. So now she'll have her turn at the plate. I think we're going to have a pinch runner here for the pitcher.
There you go, PJ. Throw her out.
2-0 the score. Wildcats on top. It's too high. Strike call. Thought he was going to call it too high, but we'll take it for sure. I believe the count's 1-1 here to Brookley. Inside pitch for a strike from Stella. 2-1 the count here to Brookley. Wildcats on top 2-0. It's the top of the second. It's low and in the dirt. Runner will advance to second. Look at 3, but she'll stay put as PJ gets the ball back to the pitcher. Two-two the count. She'll hit that one over to second. KJ picks it up, makes the throw to 1 for out number 1. This is Ari. Strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. Runner stays put there at third. Wildcats on top 2-0 with one out, top of the second. Swing and a miss, strike three and out number one. Two outs for the Wildcats. Outside pitch for ball one. Foul tipped back for another strike. Two outs. Wildcats on top 2-0. His first pool play game today. Ball hit down the third baseline. It will stay fair. So one run will get across. Ball gets into third before she gets across the plate, so a big hit there. Two outs. Wildcats on top 2-1. Strike one. Ooh. Uh-oh. Warning for them. Ha ha. Foul tip back for strike two. Swing and a miss. Tagged her, and she is out for out number three.
Good job, PJ.
Hold just a minute. I'm writing down. Missed the lineup for some of these folks, so I'm correcting my arrows here. Errors. How about that? Cut off in my batting lineup here. No, the umpires aren't putting up with it today. One, two, three, four. Okay, I think I'm squared away here now. Try to go back, get their lineup off a game changer, but if they switch up anything in the lineup, then All of my stats are off, and you're saying, but Casey, who cares? Nobody cares what the other team's stats are because we're not playing for the other team. And I feel that, but it hurts my soul, so I just can't live with it. So I should have to go back and correct it.
There you go, Sadie.
Starting things off for is Sadie Lanier. The walk-up song threw me off because KJ had that for a bit. Now we have passed that along to Lanier as well. So Sadie will step in and get ready. 1-2 is the score, bottom of the second. Wildcats on top. Over the head of the umpire for ball one.
Number 22,
Outside pitch called for a ball, 2. 2-0 the count here to Lanier.
There you go, Sadie.
Way over the head of the umpire this time for ball 3. Three balls to Lanier. There's a strike. So now 3-1. Now she's ready. High pop fly down the first base line will be caught for out number 1. Here comes Devin for the Wildcats. So Devin steps in to get ready. Ball 1 call.
Dab.
Bunt attempt called for a strike. One the count here to Devin. Outside pitch for ball 2. Feint. Did that hit her? Nope. Jumped over. So 3-1, I believe, is the count here to D-Money. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Full count here to Devin. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2. Wildcats still on top 2-1. Back to the top of the lineup we go with Kyler Taylor. Taylor with a base hit to center field, her first at bat. Too high for ball 1.
There you go, Kyler.
Too high for ball 2. Three and 0 the count here to Taylor. Pitch on the way, outside for ball 4, and Taylor will take a walk. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks on the day for the Athletics so far. Here comes Crossley Marple. Marple took a walk her last at bat as well.
There you go, Cross.
Inside pitch. Kyler Taylor stands up on 2 with a stolen base.
There you go, 9. There you go, babe.
Ball 2 high for ball 2. Pitcher not paying attention, and Taylor takes third.
Hey, keep your head on it. Watch it. Head down, babe.
2 balls here to Marple. 3 balls to Marple.
There you go, babe.
So Marple waiting on her pitch here. This one will have to be good. It is not, so she will take a base on her second walk of the day. And here comes KJ. KJ got hit by a pitch, her last at bat. Excuse me, Kinsley got hit by a pitch. PJ walked her last at bat. So KJ will step back in here and get ready. Since Payson's gone, KJ and PJ back to back here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Marple stands up on 2. So we mentioned earlier, Payson not with us today. She's out sick, not feeling very good, so we're thinking about her, praying for a speedy recovery. Strike 1 called there to KJ. 1-1 the count. Outside pitch called for strike 3. Strike 3, out number 3, and we'll switch it up here. Wildcats still on top 2-1. Take this moment to thank a few of our sponsors here for Wildcat softball. Pumpkin season still going on at Growing Pains in Mustang, Oklahoma. Some nice fun things going on out there. Lots of pumpkins, Gordy pumpkins, white pumpkins, big pumpkins. You can get them for a few more days. They're located at 12901 South Check Hall Road in Mustang, Oklahoma. They've got all kinds of good stuff. Treats, pumpkins, blueberries, all the good things all year round in between. So if you need pumpkins, some fresh produce, and good stuff, head out to Growing Pains in Mustang, one of our sponsors of Wildcat softball. Also giving a shout out today to Gigi and Paul, wishing Cross and the Wildcats a fantastic softball year. Listening to us in Canute, America today. I think Rosabee's listening to us in Elk City. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to the broadcast and all of our sponsors for Wildcat softball. Right now, Wildcats lead by 1. Game started at 9:56. It's 10:38. Games are 55 drop dead, which just means we stop playing when the game expires. So when time expires, whether you're batting, whether you have 2 outs, whether you have 1. Last week we played finish the inning. So the way that worked is time expired, you'd still get the opportunity to finish your batting or finish your fielding. And if you were the home team, you get to have last bat. That's not the case for these pool play games here today. When the time expires, whoever's ahead is the winner of that game, and they will advance on in the pool play. Bracket starts tomorrow here at Mitch Park. Those games will be 60 minutes long. So this is Alex batting for the Athletics. First pitch on the way from Stella. Hit back to her. She loses her glove. Kyler comes to save the day, but not quite in time. comes Alex. Outside pitch called for a ball. Inside pitch for a ball. .955. Pitch on the way here to Alex. She hits that one over to Kyler Taylor. Taylor scoops it up, makes the long throw to 1. She is out. Nice play from Taylor. I was wondering about that because I cannot follow their lineup either. That person, that was supposed to be Ari that just hit, and it's not, so their lineup is not correct, which is not helpful when you're trying to keep stats, as Ty Taylor's looking at that, telling him right now. We don't know. That was supposed to be Ari was the last batter because Brookie struck out. We started off with Ari, and she hit back to the pitcher, and then we followed up with Alex, who hit one to the shortstop and is out. So I don't know who this is and how they're so far off in the batting lineup, but we're going to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out now. Ty, I couldn't figure it out either. It's wrong. Well, I don't know who's batting. Okay, so they're saying this is Ari now. So I don't know who the other two were. Number 3 is up to bat? Okay. Yep, thank you. So, I don't know on that one. Foul tipped off for strike number 1. Pitch on the way. Too high for a ball there. One out here for the Wildcats. They're on top 1-2. This is the top of the 3rd. Game started at about 9:55. Swing and a miss for a strike there. Pitch on the way from Stella. High pop fly out into right field. Will drop in for a base hit. 2 come across? Just 1? So Athletics get their 2nd run of the day. Tie ball game, 2 apiece. I believe ties are allowed, correct, in pool play? Because since it's drop dead, they don't really care if you score 1 more or not. So ties are accepted here. It's too low for a ball. PJ with a fantastic job keeping it in front all game today. High pop fly into center, drops in for a base hit. 2, just go tag the bag. There you go. Out number 2, so she didn't get it, but she did get the out.
Hey, got another force. Let's get it.
Here comes Kayla. 2 outs for the Wildcats. 2-2. Ball hit to Elena Driscoll at third. It's a foul ball, so she'll pick it up, give it back to the pitcher. They did get one across, did they not? Okay. It's too low for a ball. PJ keeps it in front. Runner advances to second. It's too high for a ball. Two won the count here to Kayla. Too high for ball 3. Ball hit over to Taylor. She'll pick it up, make the long throw to 1. She is out for out number 3. So Kyler Taylor on fire today at shortstop, doing a great job. Out number 3, tie ball game, 2 apiece. Wildcats will take over batting now. Believe this will be Peyton Johnson leading things off for the Wildcats. "55-minute games." Believe we started at 9:55.
It's almost, hey, it's almost over.
So the Athletics will come back and take the field. PJ going to start things off for the Wildcats. PJ took a walk, her last at bat. Looks as if the Pennywise makeup is leaving the field. Crossley's wiping all of it off with a washcloth. I cannot imagine what some of the insides of the helmets and the face masks look like after the face paint last week. Probably going to have red hair for a while, maybe some white paint in there. So here comes PJ for the Wildcats. She'll start things off. This will probably be the last bat, is my guess, because I think time's going to expire here at 10:50 if they did start at 9:55. So PJ locked and loaded. Here we go. Foul tips that one back to the Athletic dugout. That one hit the umpire in the leg for a ball. So PJ will step back in and get ready. 2-2 is the ball game score. This is the bottom of the third. Outside pitch for ball 3. No, ball 2, excuse me. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ball hit over into right field for a nice base hit from Peyton Johnson. So 1 on to start with for the Wildcats, and here comes Hadley French. Hadley laid down a bunt. Got her thrown out at first, but not before she got an RBI. Too high for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Too high for a ball. 2-2 the score. Pitch on the way to Hadley. Too high for a ball. PJ takes 2. Why is he doing this? I think that, but time's expired, I think. So it's not doing him a whole lot of good at this point. So you 4 minutes? I mean, I don't truly understand the point, though, because you're killing time and it's a tie ball game and you don't have.
It's not going to be. It's going to just end it at the end of time.
Oh.
So if we score, this is preventing them from scoring. There you go, Hadley.
Okay. So Hadley steps back in here. Outside pitch. Advances PJ to third. And Hadley takes a walk.
There you go, Lena.
Here comes Elena Driscoll. Hadley decides they're not paying attention, so she'll just stroll on to 2. Time has expired, and that's ball game. So again, I don't know why that guy was doing that. 2-2. So that one will go down as a tie for the Wildcats, and we will see you guys back here at 12:15. Wildcats broadcast 12:15. Wildcats 2-2 is the final score.